But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes, you're like, wait a second, like
Trump. Like the show, you ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes.
The View has landed itself in yet another controversy, but this time, it's not just another round of media scrutiny. It's a legal showdown that could have serious consequences. Elon Musk has filed a staggering $900 million lawsuit against the show.
But when you have deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes,
So like Trump. Like the show, you ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes. You're like, wait a second, like, come on, man, this is too far.
Leaving Whoopi Goldberg and the other co-hosts scrambling to contain the fallout. Reports suggest that Whoopi is even pleading with Musk to drop the case, fearing that this legal battle could spell disaster for the already embattled talk show. But the question remains, will Musk back down, or is The View finally facing the consequences of its unchecked rhetoric? For years, The View has positioned itself as a space for diverse opinions, but in reality, it has devolved into an echo chamber where opposing voices are either dismissed or ridiculed. The show has made attacking conservative figures, particularly Donald Trump and his family, its primary focus. Instead of offering a balanced discussion on pressing national issues, the co-hosts spend entire segments tearing apart Trump's latest statements, scrutinizing Melania's fashion choices, or...
My friend, watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
or speculating about his political future. Meanwhile, issues like inflation, border security, and economic instability are largely ignored. The lawsuit from Musk appears to be a response to this pattern. As someone who has been vocal about free speech and media bias, Musk has had enough of what he sees as misinformation and targeted attacks. While The View has relentlessly criticized him, often in ways that could be deemed defamatory, Musk's legal team believes they now have a case strong enough to hold the show accountable. This lawsuit could set a precedent for how media outlets engage in public discourse and how far they can go before crossing legal lines. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are reportedly in full-blown panic mode. The lawsuit isn't just a PR nightmare. It's a financial threat that could put the show's future in jeopardy. ABC has already faced legal trouble due to The View's controversial takes, and Musk's lawsuit might be the breaking point. If The View loses, it could open the floodgates for more defamation cases from other public figures who have been similarly targeted by the show. Whoopi Goldberg, one of the most outspoken members of the panel, is said to be deeply concerned about the lawsuit's implications. Sources claim that she has personally reached out to Musk.
Television star, but does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume?
Deliberate, concerted, repeated pushing of hoaxes. You're like, wait a second, like...
A lot of people would like him to. Please let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
My friend.
Hoping to de-escalate the situation. However, Musk isn't known for backing down easily, and if he believes he has a solid case, it's unlikely he'll walk away without a fight. Adding to The View's troubles is Melania Trump's $90 million lawsuit against Sunny Hostin. Melania, who has largely stayed out of the spotlight, has finally had enough of the relentless attacks on her character. Hostin has frequently made derogatory comments about the former First Lady, dismissing her as nothing more than a figurehead in Trump's administration. But Melania's legal team argues that these statements have crossed a line into defamation. The fact that both Musk and Melania Trump are pursuing legal action suggests that there is growing pushback against the way mainstream media, including The View, operates. For years, media figures have been able to make sweeping, often damaging claims without facing repercussions. But that era may be coming to an end. If these lawsuits are successful, they could force television networks to reconsider how they allow their hosts to engage in political discourse. Despite the mounting pressure, The View's hosts continue to downplay the lawsuits. Whoopi and Joy Behar have both shrugged off the controversy in public, acting as though it's just another attempt to silence them. But behind the scenes, there's growing anxiety about what a legal defeat could mean. Sunny Hostin, already embroiled in legal issues due to her husband's alleged involvement in a RICO case, now faces even more scrutiny. Meanwhile, Sarah Haynes and Alyssa Farah Griffin, who try to maintain a more moderate stance, are reportedly distancing themselves from the chaos. ABC is desperately trying to find a way out before things get worse. The network has allegedly reached out to both Musk and Melania's legal teams.
He used to like Trump. Like the show. You ever seen like videos of Trump on The View with Barbara Walters back when they liked him? You ever seen that?
Yes.
Friend, watch this. Just watch this. This is nuts. We're in an alternative universe. Okay? Because this is not that long ago.
Hoping to negotiate settlements before the lawsuits go to trial. However, neither party seems eager to settle. Musk, in particular, is known for standing his ground, and if he sees this as an opportunity to challenge media bias on a larger scale, he's unlikely to walk away. What makes these lawsuits even more significant is the potential ripple effect they could have on the media industry. If The View is held legally accountable for defamation, it could inspire other public figures to take similar action against news outlets and talk shows that engage in unchecked personal attacks. The days of media personalities making baseless claims without consequence may be coming to an end. At its core, this legal battle isn't just about Musk or Melania Trump. It's about accountability in the media. For too long, The View has operated under the assumption that it can say anything without repercussions. But as public figures push back with lawsuits, the show's hosts may finally be forced to face the reality that words have consequences. ABC now finds itself at a crossroads. It can either rein in The View's increasingly reckless commentary, or it can continue down this path and risk further legal trouble. But one thing is clear: the network can no longer ignore the growing backlash. With advertisers watching closely and legal bills piling up, the future of The View is more uncertain than ever. Will Elon Musk go through with his lawsuit and set a new precedent for media accountability? Will Melania Trump's case succeed and force The View to rethink how it talks about public figures? No matter how this plays out, one thing is certain: The View is facing a reckoning unlike anything it has ever encountered before. And for a show that has built its brand on controversy, this might just be the moment